Welcome to our XLABS demonstration center here. Today, I'm going to be demonstrating to you our experience management dashboards, our experience management center dashboards for managers in your organization. In other videos, I've given you a general overview. In other videos, I'm going to show you I've shown you how the XMO works in their dashboards. I've shown you how customers might work in their dashboards. But in this video, I'm going to show you how managers view experience and what they can do within our EMC. Now, for those who are new to this, you can see our EMC. This is a ServiceNow environment. Our EMC technology is built natively within ServiceNow. You can download that via the ServiceNow App Store. And then what you get is a series of different dashboards from managers, from customers to XMO views. Today's about the manager view. So what does a manager see? So a manager, when they come into their center, they can see, as long as they've got the rights to do so, they can see all the XLAs that we've developed. So we've got 4 XLAs currently in this environment. I'm just going to show you the one today. That's going to be about devices. And we can show them the ambition to enable our customers to have uninterrupted productivity in their role by providing them fit-for-purpose laptops that are performant, stable, suitably sized, and easy to use. So instantly, the manager can see this is the experience we're trying to stage. This is the experience that our customers need, focused on outcomes and moments that matter. What they can then see is the overall scores. So we have an overall weighted XLA score. This is a true and fair reflection of experience. We've got the overall score for the XLA, we've got the sentiment score, we've got the operational score, and we've got the technical score. And all of those 3 scores here are blended into this overall XLA score. Now, critically, in traditional organizations, what a manager would do is that what would generally happen is that the IT service management team would come into the CIO's office on a monthly basis and say, we're doing a great job. Here's all our reports, we're all green. Every time someone calls us about their devices, we're doing a great job. We fix them in 4 hours or next business day or whatever your SLA or KPI is. And so we're actually above our target of where we thought we would be. And the CIO will say, well done, congratulations, great news. And maybe a week later in a different meeting, the technical team would also say to the CIO, by the way, here's our technical reports, looking through all our technical applications, devices are going well, we're also above target, there's no major problem on devices, everything is good. And the CIO would say again, well done, fantastic. And then the CIO would go to the board meeting. And the CIO would say to the board meeting, here's my report. I think we're doing really well. I think we're adding true value to the business. Technically, things are going well. Operationally, things are going well. I'm really pleased with the team. And yet the rest of the board members look in shock and horror and say, are you crazy? This is mad. Nobody in our business can use their devices. And the sales director says, none of our salespeople can use their devices. We're not winning enough business because they can't use their devices effectively. Yet you think this is good. How come? And this happens in traditional companies because they're not measuring XLAs. This is a traditional watermelon situation where the CIO is blind to the fact that people don't like the devices. They cannot see the sentiment data. So what we're now doing with modern companies, with companies that are moving towards XLAs, is yes, of course, we'll show you the technical data. And yes, of course, we'll show you the operational data. But really importantly, if not more importantly, we show you the sentiment data as well. This is how people feel about those devices. So in companies that are running XLAs, the CIO is no longer blind to all this data. They see it all in one screen. A CIO in the new world would be able to say, here's our overall XLA score, 55 out of 100. That's not good. Why is that not good? Well, technically we're doing okay. Operationally, we're doing pretty well. But people don't like their devices. So the CIO gets instant feedback that people don't like what's going on. They have a poor experience of their devices. And now the CIO can start thinking, why and what do I need to do, and go and speak to the XMO to do that. The CIO can then drill down and start looking at the trend of that XLA over the period. When did this start going wrong? And we can see actually at the beginning of the year, it was pretty good. The overall XLA score was very high. It's been dropping slowly through the year, perhaps a little increase in July there, and then back down again. And they can say, okay, where did we think was good enough? What did we think originally we were trying to aim at? We were trying to aim here. And we're even below good enough. Beginning of the year, we were above it. But then since about March, we've been below good enough. Then they might want to say, well, when did we think was not good enough? What was unacceptable for us? And we're even below that line now as well. In later months this year, we've even been below that. So this is now unacceptable and not good enough for an organization. So the CIO can now look at this and say, what do we need to do? How do I get this fixed? And we'll go and speak to the XMO. Now, a couple more dashboards they can see here. They can start seeing the XLA trend over the period of time. They might want to add in the sentiment score, showing that going down. They want to add in the operational score. It's been up and down, but pretty stable through the year. The technical score as well, been above target through the year. They can see the sentiment down here has been getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse every single month. They might want to add in, well, what was the operational data telling us? Well, that's been going pretty well. And what's the technical data telling us? That's been pretty well as well. So we're trying to surface to the CIO all the data they need to be able to see the experience in different areas. If you've got 5 or 6 XLAs, they'll be able to see the data across those 5 or 6 XLAs. They can then drill into each one and say, where have we got problems? Now I need to go and get these problems fixed. I don't want to go to a board meeting anymore and say we're doing a great job when actually we're not. So in XLA-driven companies, the CIO has all the power at their fingertips to be able to say, I understand operationally we're doing well, I understand technically things are going okay, but we have problems with sentiment, people don't like it, and we're trying to work that out, and we're going to get the XMO team to fix that. So I hope that's given you a bit of a view of how a CIO or how managers in your organizations would use our EMC dashboard. As I said, in later dashboards, I'm going to show you the XMO view, and I'm going to show you the customer view as well. So hopefully I'll look forward to seeing you then.